The associate works with the mafia. The made man is the mafia. When you become a soldato, your name enters the books, the official records of the family. Made men from 1920, 1935, 1948, every soldier who took the oath, every name sealed in blood. Salvatore Gravano, Sammy the Bull, made in 1976, his name in the Gambino family books, protected. And because Sammy was made, nobody touched him, not without permission from the boss. The associate, no such protection. When he gets arrested, the family doesn't know him. No lawyer, no bail, no protection. And if he talks to save himself, he's marked for death the moment he walks out. But the made man, he can refuse to testify. He can stay silent through decades in prison because he knows his family will be taken care of, his legal fees paid, his loyalty rewarded. This is the difference between being connected and being owned. Henry Hill, the most famous associate who never became a made man, half Irish, half Sicilian, a perfect earner for the Lucchese family, but never made because the rules are absolute. Full Italian blood, that's the requirement. No exceptions, no matter how much you earn, no matter how many bones you make. So Henry stayed an associate. He ran the JFK airport heists, point shaving, drug trafficking, millions for the family. But when the heat came, he was alone.
No made man came to save him, no lawyer from the family, no protection, because he was never in the books. He flipped, testified against the Lucchese family, and disappeared into witness protection. From Brooklyn wise guy to suburban nobody. That's what happens when you're just an associate. But Sammy the Bull also turned informant, also testified, but before that he was made. 14 years as a made man, underboss of the Gambino family, wealth, respect, power. And when Sammy finally cooperated in 1991, the government paid him, protected his family, gave him a deal. Because even as a rat, Sammy had been a made man. His testimony was worth something. Henry died broke, forgotten, a punchline. Sammy, still alive, still earning, still playing the game from the outside. That's the difference. A made man carries weight even after betrayal.
Let's talk money, because that's where the gap becomes a canyon. The associate kicks up to his soldier, maybe keeps 20% if he's lucky. The soldier kicks up to the capo to the boss. Everyone eats, but the associate eats last. The made man, he owns properties, sends his kids to private school, drives a Cadillac, because being made means access to the rackets, to the connections, to the real money. The associate can't open a book, can't run a loan sharking operation, can't touch the union rackets. He does the dangerous work, the street-level collections, the hijackings, the muscle. And if it goes wrong, he takes the fall alone. Meanwhile, the made man who ordered the job, he's at home, eating dinner with his family, untouched. This is the brutal math of the mafia. The associate risks everything. The made man risks nothing. When a made man dies, the family buries him with honor. Flowers, procession, a mass, his name spoken with respect. Because even in death, Omertà protects him. His family receives his pension, his debts are forgiven. The associate, no funeral, no flowers, no priest, just a number on a cheap casket buried in a pauper's grave, forgotten. Because in the mafia, loyalty is rewarded, but the associate was never truly loyal. He was just useful.
So, how does an associate escape this fate? How does he cross the line? He burns the saint, he spills his blood, he takes the oath of Omertà. And in that moment, he becomes untouchable, protected by every made man in the family, because killing him now means war. But here's what they don't tell you in that basement. Being made isn't freedom, it's the opposite. You trade autonomy for armor. You trade choice for protection. When that phone rings at 3 a.m., you go. No questions, no excuses, because you're not your own man anymore. You belong to the family. Every dollar you earn, a piece goes up to your capo, to the underboss, to the boss. The associate kept nothing because he earned nothing, but the made man, he keeps just enough to stay hungry. You're wealthy compared to civilians, but you'll never be rich because the real money stays at the top. And when you get caught, you do your time in silence. 10 years, 15, 20, you don't flip, you don't cooperate, because you know the family is taking care of yours. Your wife gets an envelope every month, your kids stay in school, and when you get out, your seat at the table is still there. The associate, he rots in prison, forgotten, broke, his family abandoned, because he was never in the books, and the books don't lie.
Son, the difference between made man and associate isn't just status, it's life itself. The made man wakes up in his own bed, eats breakfast with his wife, kisses his kids goodbye. The associate is out the door before sunrise, running collections, chasing debts. The made man shows up at the club at 10, coffee's already made, his crew's already working. He sits, he talks, he makes calls, the money comes to him. The associate, he's on foot in the summer heat, collecting from bookies, dodging cops. The made man eats at 1, tablecloth, wine, ossobuco. The owner picks up the tab. The associate, a sandwich in his car, eating while he drives to the next pickup. When there's a problem, the made man gets a phone call, a warning, time to prepare. The associate is grabbed off the street, no warning, no chance. The made man rides, protected, driven, always with backup. The associate is thrown in a van, alone, terrified. When a made man is suspected, there's a sit-down, questions, a chance to explain. The associate is tied to a chair, and the questions come with a baseball bat. If the made man proves his loyalty, he walks out, handshake, respect restored. The associate, his body is found under a bridge 3 days later. This is the choice, son. Stay expendable or become eternal. The made man's name lives forever in the books, passed down, remembered. The associate is a file in a basement, a number, a cold case. His grandchildren will hear his name with pride. The associate's children, they don't even know what he died for. At his funeral, 50 made men will stand in silence because he was one of them. At the associate's grave, nobody comes. You're still here, son. That means you understand what this is really about. Subscribe now,
because what comes next is the enforcer, the muscle, the man who doesn't ask questions, he just acts. Violence as a tool, not impulse, not rage, protocol. Leave a comment with this phrase, made, not born. Tell me, would you take the oath knowing you can never leave? Hit the like, hype this video, turn on those notifications because the next lesson is where blood becomes language. Until next time, honor the code, son. Omertà.